Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of My Hero Academia, which is on chapter 423. This chapter right here, it looks like it's the end, I guess, and after this, I think there might be at most a couple more chapters, maybe 1 month worth of content left, or maybe even less than that, depending on how the author's gonna finish it, and so forth. We could talk about that. We could talk about that when the time comes about. But if anything else, let's just get this started right away, okay? We have to it that Izuku Midoriya manages to land a devastating blow on All For One or Shigaraki. We have to All For One's thinking in his mind, why isn't his super regeneration working? And he realizes it's because of everyone else. While they are not very threatening, their animosity converged and overwhelmed me, dulling my senses, And this is the disadvantage of danger sense. While it could help you sense danger, it could actually be overwhelming if you don't know how to use it. And guess what happened? Because Shigaraki stole that quirk, and it was very valuable to Midoriya, Izuku, or Deku, sadly, Shigaraki didn't know how to use it, But that aside, I guess the attacks on his soul at the same time his body was not really prepared for it, etc. As Deku says it, over the past 2 years, I strengthened what I've got from the 8th. It's the crystallization of the power of 9 people, And we get to know that I guess the body that was already damaged and so forth wasn't really ready to hold in all that power whatsoever. But All For One was still stubborn and used his quirks to not allow him to crumble, and not willing to give up. And we have to it eventually that All For One screams out in total rage, saying that my dream will only come true, nothing will be passed on, blah blah blah, only I'm the Demon King. All For One thinks in his mind, I have to think about it. I just gotta keep repeating it like I did with that foolish Tomura. And I could use him or anyone else, blah blah blah. And then All For One tries to go after a vessel, which I believe could be Deku or something, or someone on the battlefield. We don't really know. But one thing's for certain is that All For One and Deku was about to clash once more, but Kurogiri, whatever, or Shirakumo or Kurogiri, whatever they have left, we have to it that Shirakumo apologizes to Shota and Yamada, And we have to it that Kurogiri shows up and stops the attack between Deku and All For One, and that President Mike was so upset because he knew that Shirakumo was in there all this time, We have to Kurogiri or Shirakumo tells All For One, please give Shigaraki Tomura back. And we have to he's starting to crumble away, sadly, And he even says his friends are waiting. We have to it that freaking Bakugo shows up and bites down on Kurogiri, and President Mike's like, what the hell, Bakugo? What are you doing here? And this Bakugo's like, go to the hospital? Are you freaking kidding me? I came here using my explosions, I borrowed Todoroki's jump board whatsoever. We had to it. Bakugo tells Izuku to watch out or I'll surpass you. We had to it that Deku shouts out loud saying, I'll never forgive you, All For One. I don't think you're a monster beyond understanding. And All For One tells Deku to stop it. And then he says, you're not even a Demon King. Don't look at me. You're just a truly lonely man. And he launches another powerful attack towards All For One. And All For One in the Vestige world is talking to Yoichi of his remaining embers, We have to it, Yoichi says Midoriya actually left a little before transferring. It seems he adjusted his power whatsoever, We have to it that the response form, the embers woke me up, very little of me remains. He really wants to complete One For All in the right way. We had to All For One grabs the remaining embers of Yoichi, tells him, whatever, it's fine, anything, just show me your face, don't leave me, And Yoichi's like, I'm sorry, that's impossible. I'm already disappearing. All For One's like, no, you're mine. Show yourself, please, please. But Yoichi tells All For One big brother, I wasn't able to guide you. This is what Midoriya-kun noticed. So he's offering us one final salvation. And of course, like All For One is begging Yoichi, please stay with me. Without you, I am nothing. I really truly love you. And we have to it that Yoichi says, it's time for you to pay for the crime of using so many people for your own sake. And I'm not the only one. He woke up. We have to it, all of the users of One For All appears right behind All For One, including Shigaraki himself, and launched a devastating blow with Deku also attacking All For One, and he finally crumbles away. But there's one problem that I guess that's it for Shigaraki as well, because we had to it, Shigaraki talks to Midoriya one last time saying, I thought I was done for after Master swallowed me up, but you made sure I didn't disappear, Grandma, Kurogiri, etc. And Tomura said, I got my body back from my master, but I didn't even manage to destroy anything, And we have to Shigaraki confirms to Izuku Midoriya, I'm a crying brat, like you said. I wasn't able to crush your hand, And we had to it, Deku tells Shigaraki Tomura that I fought because I could not forgive what you've done. I wanted to stop you because you wanted to be stopped, so your sadness wouldn't be passed on. And Shigaraki's like, yeah, I guess so. We have to it, Shigaraki Tomura says his last words to Midoriya, if Spinner is still alive, please tell him this. Tomura Shigaraki fought until the end to destroy. And Midoriya's like, and you did it. And the chapter ends off with All For One and Shigaraki finally destroyed, sadly, and they are like, and the conclusion finally shows itself, and it's finally over. So, gotta say, when it came to this chapter, I thought it was pretty cool, but in terms of how it ended and how the final fight really went down, I guess I was kind of disappointed or not very, happy how it ended. I guess you can say it's a little anticlimactic for me, because at this point, I feel like All For One should have lasted a little longer, or Shigaraki and All For One should have lasted a little longer, in my opinion, I mean, although the hints were there when it came to Shigaraki Tomura being crumbled down, his body was not in a very good shape whatsoever, yada 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 yada. I guess this big final battle that was supposed to be, I don't know, good and all, I guess it didn't go the way how I wanted it to. I guess I expected way too much, wanting this final battle to last a little bit longer, and many more critical injuries, maybe even possible deaths to show up, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not, I guess you can say I'm pretty disappointed, Some of you guys might be saying, okay, you have to understand, this and this and that happened, but still, I was hoping the final battle between everyone else against All For One would last a little bit longer, but sadly, though, that did not become the case, and I guess that's the one thing I did not become very happy about, I guess. So, yeah, maybe call me Crazy Milanakis or call me a fool for actually being nitpicky and all that, but I'm just speaking out my feeling. I'm just speaking out honestly, but it is what it is, Because right now, the end, after this chapter, I'm afraid the end is about to very much come. I don't expect this, hopefully this series may end in a couple more chapters, and it's going to suck because it's kind of funny how I started to, talk about My Hero Academia manga, on the time when the final saga started to play, or started, and to think this is coming to an end, I read some weekly manga here and there's some manga I do read, try to catch up, but to think this is gonna come to an end is kind of shocking. But anyways, that's about it, people. I guess the ending of this fight was a little anticlimactic, even though there were hints and there were weaknesses here and there that happened here and there, I guess I wasn't really happy with the result. Call me Crazy Milanakis for saying that, but I'm not going to be sugarcoating it either. So, oh well, sucks that it ended like that, and we'll have to see how it turns out in the last couple of chapters. I mean, who knows? So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye bye. Toot ta-da!